Back at it again. Mike Pence here. Another video. I just want to say thanks to people for actually watching these. I'm surprised. It's more of a thing I just like to vent and, just have fun with it. I guess you'd say it's therapeutic. Therapy, I guess. And speaking of therapy, today's predator is our boy, John Wesley Elliott. But let's be honest, we don't call him that. We call him Bald Beaver Hunter, rightfully so. This guy, probably one of the biggest cucks ever in TCAP. What's a cuck? What's a cuck? Well, a cuck hold, we all know what that is. It's a guy who likes to watch his wife get banged out. But more of a cuck is just John Wesley Elliott. John Wesley Elliott's just a cuck. Just so oblivious to his situation. Just so off key with just everything he does. So I guess first off, this guy's name, Bald Beaver Hunter. You shouldn't even have to question what that means. And it's interesting how Chris Hansen doesn't even say the name. Doesn't say the name, but is more than willing to share pictures of his pixelated penis just for the audience. But hey, that's fine. Just just as like a side note, he is married, as we all know. He's married. I'm sure the marriage isn't going too well at this point. Well, don't get too personal, as I always say. But if his name is Bald Beaver Hunter, and that's kind of what his thing is, then we can kind of make deductions from there as far as that. But anyways, Bald Beaver Hunter. So I actually just skimmed over his chat. Really disgusting. Starts off. The chat goes from basically him not batting an eye at a better age to literally just saying he likes to just jerk off. And one thing he loves to do is to film himself jerking off, take pictures of himself jerking off, and then subsequently looking at the pictures of himself jerking off later, which I found pretty fucking weird. Really disgusting. It's like, it's just gross. I just love his picture. I'm going to put it in, I'll splice it in here, but there's a picture of him that's on the Perverted Justice website, and it's like him just, you'll see it. I'm putting it in right now. Essentially, it's just like him sitting there, and you're wondering, like, if you have a wife, where is she? What is she doing? Does she work? Because he works at, as he said, a factory. And I like how he tells Catherine it's like a secret. It's like, dude, you work at a fucking factory just like putting shit, like an assembly line. Like, I don't think the fucking Chinese and Russians are going to be that, crazy to find out what the fuck you're doing to, like, spy on your company. But I'm thinking, like, if you're married, maybe it's going rough, but where is your wife? What is she doing in this instance where you're just sitting there, jerking off, like, naked, just all the time? I'm wondering, like, is your house that big, or is she just, like, sleeping on Ambien all the time, or just drunk, or she just really just finds you appalling but just doesn't want to get, separated? I don't know. It's just weird. It confuses me. Doesn't seem like he really hides it, but oh well. Screw it. Gotta love this guy in his chat. He one creepy thing he does say in the chat that I have to say is he's so fixated on oral. As he says to Chris, he's so fixated on oral, and the girl's name is Crystal. So he says quite a few times, "Oh, I can't wait to get the crystal juice," like crystal's juice, whatever. Just ultra cringe. Just cringe to the max. Just disgusting. I'm just getting, like, creeped out by the chat's disgusting. It goes on for several days of just, like, him being, like, friendly but direct in what he wants. It's kind of awkward. It's just like him chatting. It's so like him being a cuck, like a beta male that's just like, well, I like this, but if it's okay with you, well, I don't know. But, and it's even his phone calls too, how he's like, I am so nervous, I'm so scared, like, I've never been good with girls, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I love young girls. Also, he does admit to have, and he sends the girl child porn. Like, you're so, like, if you think it's a cop, which he does allude to, why incriminate yourself more? But I think he has low intelligence. It's just kind of how he presents himself. which I think he does because he's just very like just so not aware of his situation. Anyways, getting to when he comes to the house, he's like, I have to give him props. He does the thing and he gives Kayla, I'm gonna call her Kayla because that's just how I remember Casey, a compliment. So at least he gets to see her in person, like more than any of us can say about her. But and he, I'll splice it in here where he says like his like line.
Gosh, you're
Anyways,
pretty.
so he sits down. He's just like the whole thing where he goes to the bathroom. It's just so like indication of he's just such like a fucking beta male. He's so nervous, like, and it's like there's a nervous. It's like a combination, I think, but more so the latter. First is he knows he's fucking wrong. He's doing something illegal and he's cheating on his wife. The second part is he's so fucking like insecure that she's so like enamored by her looks that he's like, oh my god, a girl wants to kiss me. I think it's more of that, but hey, that's just my opinion. But that's what I observe. It's just he's so fucking like, oh my god, she's so hot. Whoa, oral crystal juice, whatever. But he sits down and he does his little freaking just being a weirdo and just you can tell Casey's just like creeped out by this fucking weirdo. Just ultra just beta creepy male. So, their little interaction goes on. It's just creepy and then and out of nowhere it's just like, oh, so the picture you sent me, and it's just like he just changes demeanor so fast because literally he's just like, that's like the one fucking thing in his head. That's the one fucking thing in his head that like turns. It's like, oh shit, when she brings up the picture. And she does it in kind of a cringy way, but it's, how do you bring up fucking setting child porn? It's whatever. So I like that. I thought that was funny, and that was kind of the cue for Chris to come out. This is why John Wesley Elliott, aka Bald Beaver Hunter, is just very notoriously known for just being such a fuck. Like, even you could just tell Chris was just like, how fucking like everyone's stupid in this situation, but it's like, how fucking stupid can you be in a stupid situation? I think he's the only predator that we can honestly admit is like thinks they're a therapist. I don't think I've ever heard, and someone can correct me, but it's like, who the fuck has ever said like, oh, are you a therapist? I don't think so. I think he's the only fucking one, and it's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going through his head. I don't know if he's still thinking about like crystal juice, or he's thinking about, I don't fucking know, his parents or something, because he was thinking about his parents because his parents are older. He mentions it and taking care of them, hanging out with them a bunch. But just the fact that he's like thinks he's a therapist just pisses me off to the point of like, you were here to molest a child, you're cheating on your wife, and it's like all you think is that some fucking guy set up a ruse with a child to talk to you and talk to you for several days, receive porn, receive pictures of you, just for a fucking therapy session. A side note, John Wesley Elliott does remind me of my friend's roommate in looks, in demeanor, just everything. He's just this beta male and just acts like this and just thinks this way. I'm not going to name names, but the guy knows who he is. Back to what I was saying. And just like, I think Chris just gets pissed. Like, dude, what? Like, he's just like, what the fuck? Like, how do I respond to that? And it's just like, this dude's like, oh, I just get set off to an island. Just pissed Chris off even more. And it's just like, I think Chris was really just. I seem that so many people just want to fucking smack him in the face because he just didn't seem like to take anything seriously. Took none of it seriously. And then John's like, I don't know why you're asking all these questions. It's like, and Chris is like, because, and it's like, I think I give props to Chris. This is one of those predators that I give, props to Chris for just not getting up and smacking in the face. It's like John's so in this situation, he doesn't have any situational awareness of like repercussions, where he's at. Because I think it was drives like 3 fucking hours. 3 fucking hours. Wherever you are, get in your car and drive 3 hours. And just think about that. At very late at night. So, Yeah. Anyways, so obviously he gets arrested and then he's taken into custody and he goes. And you think, okay, this guy can chill the fuck out and not be such a prick. Not even a prick, a cuck, a beta male. One of the greatest moments in these interviews is a very subtle movement and smile of John Wesley Elliott. I'll splice it in right here. No words need to be used. Just continue. And it's just like the cameraman just embodies what everyone's thinking. Like, what the fuck is going on in your head? Catherine Reed obviously is amazing at her job. She is top notch. Is definitely able to read the situation, and also a lot of these guys make her job so much fucking easier. So makes it even look even better. They put her over, I guess in WWE terms, putting somebody over. So really, just a fucking cringe fest. A fucking cringe fest. To put this into short, when I watched this video, this interrogation video, I felt like John Wesley Elliott was that kid in school that got bullied and retaliated and was sent to the principal's office. And so Catherine Reed's the principal or the counselor or whatever, and John Wesley Elliott is there to tell his side of the story, but inevitably he's going to get suspended. I know this because one time I got suspended for retaliating against when I got in a fight, whatever. So this is basically this. I remember just telling my side and remember not giving a shit because I knew I was going to get fucking suspended. Doesn't matter. Like, they have a fucking procedure, but they have to have paperwork. It's like, it's the same bullshit. I just, spewed off crap and was like, just, come pick me up, go home, play video games. Whatever. So that being said, that's my synopsis. Fucking guy, bald beaver, beta beaver cuck, whatever, has a fucking audacity to be in handcuffs. Obviously getting paraded around. I guess I don't know if he went to the police station first or just like this booking area, whatever the fuck it is, to ask Catherine Reed.
Are you a counselor too, or?
No, I'm an agent. I'm with the Kentucky Bureau of Investigation.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you was okay.
So, you are under arrest.
I don't know. I'm sure cops, have, the police departments have therapy-esque type people, but not for I doubt for the fucking perpetrators. I'm sure it's more of an internal thing. But anyways, this fucking idiot has to do it. So you're like, okay, maybe Catherine Reed will bring him down to earth. But no, she actually, which I think is a really fucking smart thing. Excuse me cussing so much. But she literally does a freaking role play with this dude. She does a role play being... It's a role playing police interrogation, dude. 2 words. It's like... she tells him, like, I'll be your wife. And she probably cringed and turned like, oh god. And he just, like, breaks down and just becomes like, oh, I'm just such a piece of shit, essentially. And then he references his brother, like, maybe his brother was an awesome person. But I guess he passed away, so. And there's other things mentioned, but they cut it out, but I'm not going to say. That made him kind of a sad sack, with his marriage especially. But another thing this motherfucker says in the fucking thing is...
No, I wasn't going to do anything like that.
Yeah, what were you going to do?
It was just oral.
Just oral.
Well, I didn't think it was that bad on oral.
She told you she was 12 years old.
Yeah, there's nothing to understand about him. There's nothing to get. There's just this impeding, just non-stop beta, almost autistic way of thinking. Like, he's so single-tracked, he doesn't realize anything in this situation. Nothing in this situation. He's so focused on one thing. He's focused on his, his wife's gonna be mad, or he wishes his brother was alive, or he didn't think that was bad. And it's just like he doesn't understand the entire. And I think Catherine Reed's trying to do that, but trying to get, information out of him. But I think he's starting to realize it. But I think the way Catherine Reed brings it out of him is pretty fucking smart. I think she's realizing, yeah, he can fucking talk. He'll talk, but I just have to fucking pepper him up. But I'm not a fucking therapist, but as long as I can give him that illusion, he'll fucking talk. One other thing that I'll mention is how he's trying to play off it. He's like, oh man, I've never had an infatuation with young girls, and she's so much different. My thing is, he had the child porn, but he was trying to play it off that he'd never really had that experience, but he wanted to. But then he, like, calls Casey, gosh, you're so pretty. But I don't, if I'm going to remember correctly in the chat, I don't remember if they shared a picture. And I think they did, but if it's the same picture, I don't know if it's the same picture, and if anyone can correct me, that was used, like, the same picture was circulated through the entire Bowling Green of the Kayla girl, which I'll be brief on, is just another generic teenager. I don't know. Like, if you're gonna look at Kayla, the 13-year-old decoy pictures, and then look at Casey, it's just like, how do you not see the difference? And it's just like, I don't know. Like, is he's attracted? I think he's attracted to kids. Yeah. So I don't know if he's just trying to play it off that he's not attracted to, like, make the girl feel better about herself. Like, hey, I don't like young girls, but you're great. But it's like the pictures they provide, they're not. I don't even think they're the same girl. They're all just generic. They're like generic white males essentially. There's no, like, I don't know. Like, just show the pictures of Casey, but I don't know what he saw. But anyways, check out all of his crap. Check out the freaking chat. I know it's a little bit long, but highlights of his fucking chat just right away is like, I love jerking off on cam. Just essentially says I love jerking off on cam. Pretty fast. So this one got really long, but really just watch it. It's disgusting. Provide links below. Cheerio. Happy New Year's. I'll probably do one again soon enough.